everybody, this is Eddie, and welcome to the first episode of my playthrough of Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. This is an old game, and it's a great game. I played it a while ago, closer to when it came out. It was still pretty old then, though, and I'm playing it again now. And I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I truthfully, I already played through it once. And over the past few days on an easier difficulty, and decided that I really want to play it again. I'm going to... Whoa, that is loud. See if I can turn that down a little bit. I'm going to play it again on the Jedi Master difficulty. Thought that might be kind of fun. No, it's too quiet. Yeah, so let's... Yeah, perfect. Let's see. Last time, as you probably saw in the intro, that was from my previous playthrough, I was a Twi'lek female. Twi'lek, I think that's how you pronounce that. I don't know what I'm going to be this time. I think it might be one of these guys. Where is it? This guy? Maybe? I always like the ones with lots of, like, flowing cloth on them. Like, for instance... Like, wait, where'd it go? Just here a second. This one. This one's the coolest, I think, because it's got, like, the cloth down there. I always like that. Let's go for human male. Oh, actually, wait, no. That doesn't have any cloth on it, though. Only this one, kind of, not really. Whoa. Zabrak. Ooh. Of course, you can change the color. The head can be different things. This is pretty cool. I kind of like this one. What else we got? Zabrak? Is there a Zabrak male? There's no Zabrak male. Interesting. Let's just go for... Let's go for this one. Just not wearing anything. Just completely naked. Different colors. Let's get some different legs on him. That's ridiculous. And let's see. So I like that one. So last time I went with the dark side. And when you are allowed to choose new saber styles, combat styles, I went with the fast style, and then I went with the it's like called a saber staff in this game. It's the double blade lightsaber. So this time I'm gonna go with a dual wield when I get the chance, and I'm gonna go with the strong style, so it's a little bit different. And, but of course you have to start off with the medium style. I don't really know what color. And I'm just gonna pick my force powers based on, like, practicality, really, and not, oh, man. Not, like, you know, if it's light side or dark side, because, you know, I'm playing on a hard difficulty. Alright, so here we go. Let's see. Star Wars. And I'm going to skip through this text. Never liked that about the Star Wars. Sorry if you wanted to read it, sorry. I'm sure it's on YouTube somewhere else, but we'll stick with the cinematic. With the trailers.
We'll be arriving at the Academy in just a few minutes.
Yeah, I'll talk about something right after this.
That would be so great! Aren't you excited? We're going to be Jedi! Learning the ways of the Force, building a lightsaber. Ah, of course, you already have one. I'm gonna get one of those stupid training sabers
I wouldn't
and then...
worry about that.
I can't help it. I want to make a good impression.
You seem really nervous.
Aren't you? I mean, well, why would you be? You already have a lightsaber, so you're probably way ahead of me. I'm Rosh, by the way. What's your name?
Jaden.
So where'd you get that lightsaber?
It's awkward conversation.
Well, it's kind of a long story. I found myself on the...
Hold on!
Ah!
Oh. Beautiful. I've been having some recording problems. I'll tell you about them.
Academy to Yavin Runner 2. Do you copy?
Loud and clear. We made an emergency landing several clicks west of the Academy.
Is everyone all right?
I think so.
Good. We'll send a shuttle to pick you up. Can you lead the students to the nearby Masasi Temple?
Affirmative, Academy. We'll meet you there.
Oh. Climbing in your temples and snatching your files up.
Jaden, we can't get to you. Make your way to the temple. The shuttle will meet us there.
Jaden, hey! I'm stuck! Can you help?
Alright.
Hold on, Rosh.
So
I'm on my way.
I was talking about my recording problems. Is
Jade,
every once in a while,
see if you can make your way around there.
To my desktop, and I don't know how my screen recorder is gonna like that. So we'll see what happens. But you know, if it doesn't work out, then we'll figure something else out. I think it should be fine. So we are this person named Jaden, our new friend, annoying creeper guy, hitting on us on the shuttle. So,
Maybe you can use your lightsaber to cut those trees down and make a bridge.
trapped. So,
Maybe you can use your lightsaber to cut those trees down and make a bridge.
We got our yellow saber here,
Thanks, Jaden. Let's get to the temple.
and he's got a gun. No force powers yet, just our lightsaber, which we can. We do have force powers, in the sense that we can throw it. So it's weird. Can't use force push, but you can use like saber throw. Doesn't really make any sense, but that's all right. Come on.
There must be a way to open this.
No problem.
So I just uploaded some more Blender videos when I'm doing this, and I don't know why I didn't research this more, but I thought that there was no way that YouTube had to extend your upload limit by itself, and you had no control over it. So I like uploaded them in 15-minute chunks, and it was really annoying. And that's why I didn't do any other game series, because I thought watching a whole video game storyline in 15-minute chunks would be annoying. But then I saw that you could increase your limit on the uploads page by adding a mobile phone number. Not quite sure why, but you know, I think I had already added a mobile phone number in at least one of my emails things. Maybe not the one for the YouTube page, but long story short.
Hey, maybe you can use your saber to make brick. Let's go.
Happy about that. So this is pretty boring, especially after already going through the story mode once the past couple days. That's alright. It gets fun quickly. What I remember about this game is that it starts off with a lot of shooting, and then eventually, once you like get more force powers and you start facing more difficult enemies, it becomes basically entirely about the lightsaber combat.
Stormtroopers in the clearing.
If you know much about Star Wars,
Maybe you should,
then
check it out.
or if you don't know, I guess.
You're
I
the
should
one
say,
with the
then this is-
lightsaber, after all.
After that I'm talking, basically, I have to go kill the stormtroopers. This is in the time after the 6 movies, so like after the Death Star has been blown up for the second time and whatnot. And there's the Empire, which is, you know, the stormtroopers and everything still there, except they, gotcha. Haha. Except they are no longer like have a leader. They're kind of just like guns for hire, I guess it's, but like they're still an empire and they still control parts of the galaxy, but there's no like emperor or anything. And they're called the remnant, so the remnant of the empire.
What? What?
Whoa.
Who are you?
Kyle Katarn, at your service.
Kyle Katarn.
Welcome to a day in the life of a Jedi.
What happened?
We were kind of hoping you could tell us.
I saw a huge flash of light and ran over to find you, just lying unconscious.
Do you recall anything?
Skywalker.
I saw 3 people. One was holding some sort of scepter and it was glowing. That's all I can remember.
A scepter? That sounds bad.
Are you able to stand?
Yeah, I'm okay.
I sense a disturbance in the Force.
You always sense a disturbance in the Force. But yeah, I sense it too. It could just be residual dark side aura from this temple.
Perhaps. Kyle, why don't you...
Stay here and investigate? I'd love to. Why don't you take the kids back home now?
Be careful, Kyle.
Oh, just cut out.
Everyone, follow me to the
We'll see how it
shuttle.
looks in the video.
That was Luke Skywalker! I can't believe it!
So some more background here. There are no more Sith then, because the Emperor and Darth Vader, I guess, were the last Sith.
Did you recover Skywalker's records?
Yes. With all the Jedi in the jungle, it was almost too easy.
Excellent.
So there are no more Sith, and there are very few
I'd like
Jedi.
to welcome all our new students to the Jedi
one
Academy. Here we will train you in the ways of the Force. You will learn to defend yourself with a lightsaber. You will also study diplomacy, history, and more. It has been the practice of the Jedi to assign each student to a master. However, since there are still so few of us, we will be assigning multiple students to one master. So, Routheron, you will be assigned to Master Horn.
I can't wait to begin my training.
Rosh Panin, you will be assigned to Master Katarn. Jaden Kor, you'll also work with Master Katarn. Now, let's begin with your first lessons, and may the Force be with you.
And there was nothing. But the area around the temple felt strange, like its dark side aura was gone.
Troubling. But let's look into this later. Your students are ready to get started.
Master Katarn, it's an honor to be serving under you.
First off, just call me Kyle. Titles make my skin crawl. Secondly,
Kyle.
you're not serving under me. I'm going to teach you, and you're going to learn. That's it.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you.
Don't worry, Rosh, you didn't. I've been offended by professionals. Now, let's see what you two kids can do. Follow me to the training grounds.
Yeah, so, anyways, there are no more Sith, and there's very few Jedi, you know, like Luke Skywalker is rebuilding the Jedi.
This is one of the many training grounds here at the Academy. I'm going to put you two in separate courses. When you're ready, Jaden, go through that door. Rosh, follow me.
Okay, so before we go in, I'll just continue. I'll just finish, like, talking about the setting of this game. So, no more Sith because they're destroyed, but there are still the dark side because there's dark Jedi, I guess, which are just like Jedi, like what we're training to be right now, that turn to the dark side, and basically we'll figure out the storyline and how it relates to them and everything. But then also, if you're now I forget what I was gonna say. So we're rebuilding the. Oh, darn! I completely forgot. I just had it. No, I forgot. Alright, I'll think of it. Get started here. We got some force powers now. Push, pull, sense, and speed.
This course will familiarize you with your core force abilities. These are powers that every force user has. As you progress in your training, you will learn new abilities. Both the light and dark sides will be open to you. Remember, abilities are not inherently good or evil. It's how you use them. Every Jedi is naturally stronger in different areas of the Force, and it will be up to you to decide what to focus on. All right, let's get started. In the next area, you'll find some training remotes. These will help you learn how to handle a lightsaber. Ready?
Ready?
Ready.
Here come the remotes.
I've got these things in here. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. Alright, so the people that we've met so far. So we saw Luke Skywalker. Obviously, if you've seen the
Nice
original
work,
3,
Rosh.
it's all about Luke Skywalker. And then we've seen Kyle Katarn, which is
You
like
did well
our
too,
trainer
Jaden.
master guy. And if you ever
Your
played
lightsaber is an
like a
invaluable
really,
tool.
really old game,
Even when inactive, it can defuse a potentially volatile situation. Trust me on that. As you train, you'll
Talk
learn
about the
additional
lightsaber.
fighting styles. Changing styles during combat can surprise your opponent, allowing you to gain the upper hand. From here on out, we'll talk via comlink in each area. Let's move on.
okay, so he is like our master here, and if you ever played it was actually the first first-person shooter to be in the Star Wars galaxies, I guess, in the to be set in the galaxy far, far away, long ago, and it was called Dark Forces, and he was the player. He was like the person who you played as, and he wasn't a Jedi then. He was just like an ex-Imperial person, I think, and you just were fighting your way through, various levels. It was I don't know, it was really old and simple. But anyways, then they made a Dark Forces 2, which was also just glitched out a little bit. Which was also the Jedi Knight 1, and where you in Dark Forces there was no like cutscenes or anything. It was all we'll move on. It was all just like text. Ooh, some of these guys. I saw these guys before. It was like you'd read a text that was kind of like what you had to do for the mission, and then you went out and you did it, and then it cut to another big text. So it was like kind of a lot of reading in it, and then you had like a partner and who was like supposedly telling you these things, but it was just reading them. It wasn't like you didn't hear them say it or anything. It was a really, really old game, very classic. But anyways, so then they had the next one, which was the first in this series, but it was also the sequel to that one, even though they're kind of technically two separate series. And in that one, it did have a storyline, kind of like this one, where you played as someone. I think it was still first person, and it was kind of this. If I'm remembering correctly, it was the story of how you became a Jedi,
Hey, Jaden,
or how Kyle
this should keep you
became
busy
a
till I
Jedi,
finish the course.
and discovered his force powers. Ah, what a jerk! Rosh, he's thinking it's a competition. Sending out this droid on us. No problem, we can take it. And anyways, the next... Ooh! I knocked my lightsaber out of the way. So, then the next one was... Yeah, got him. was Jedi Knight 2, which was like another adventure where Kyle was a Jedi, and now this is Jedi Knight 3, Jedi Academy, and Kyle is the Master. So this is the first one where you're not playing as Kyle
To get to the
Katarn.
next area, you must pull the lever somewhere in the room, but you can't reach the lever with your hands. Remember to examine your environment carefully. When you're out on a mission, if you find a locked door, look for the guy in charge. He usually has a key.
Yep. So that's how this little like
Solutions to problems
set
aren't
of
always
games
obvious.
works.
Use your force sense to see if you can find a way
Alright,
out
so
of the
we've
room.
used push, we've used pull, and he's telling us now to use sense, which kind of like shows you where things are. So if you look without sense, it's just a brick wall. But with sense, you can see this. And then we can, hopefully we can jump up here. And there we go. This is a great game. This game is, as far as I can tell, like besides some of the newer stuff like Force Unleashed maybe, I think this game has some of the best saber combat there
You're
is
almost done. You'll need to move
in
fast to this
Star
next
Wars
area.
games.
You can use the Force to speed up, both physically and mentally, allowing you more time to make decisions.
Actually, wait, I think let's go this way. Why not? Both lead to the same place, as far as I can tell.
So,
All right.
did I win?
It wasn't a competition.
Yeah,
sorry.
it wasn't a competition.
I'm not the one you should be apologizing to.
It's no big deal. You said yourself this wasn't a competition.
Hey, it was just a joke. I didn't think it would...
If that droid was set to Luke's training regimen, it would have killed Jaden. What were you thinking?
Jaden, I'm so sorry. I can't believe I
Yeah,
mean,
you
I wasn't
better-
trying to...
Save it, Rosh.
Jaden, you have a right to be angry. But believe me when I say you don't want to feed that emotion.
I understand, Master Katarn. Apology accepted, Rosh.
Good, that's settled. And remember, it's Kyle?
Yes, Master... Kyle.
Sure thing, Kyle.
Okay. You're both ready to start putting what you've learned to use. Let's see how you
Don't
do in
like
the
that
real
guy.
world.
Kyle, I did some research on that strange mark from the clothing we found at the temple. It is the symbol of Marco Ragnos, a Sith Lord that died almost 5,000 years ago.
5,000 years? Are you serious? Oh, wait. Of course you're serious.
While you're out training your students, be on the lookout for information regarding a group affiliated with Ragnos.
Sure thing, Luke.